Pokemon. We all love it. Whether you're nostalgic for the original 151 or are new to the scene, Pokemon is something that brings us all together. And in honor of Pokemon X and Y, we've compiled a list of our 20 favorite Pokemon. Because let's face it, a top 10 just wasn't gonna cut it. There's only one real condition to be eligible for this list. It has to be a Pokemon listed in an official Pokedex, so none of those fake Pokemon from Jade version or whatever. Otherwise, it's fair game. And remember, this isn't a list about which Pokemon is the best or what Pokemon is better than what. It's our 20 favorites, which means it will be different from yours, and both lists will still be right. So hey, I'm AsaiNeroTran, and these are our top 20 favorite Pokemon. 20 through 11.
20!
There's no better way to kick off our top 20 than with a fan favorite, Magikarp. Magikarp is famously useless, but loved nonetheless. And through that strange fan loyalty, Magikarp has gotten a lot of love and support from the game designers, in the form of cool cameos of sorts. For example, Magikarp was the first foreign language Pokedex entry that you could acquire from the Meister, and is found on every course available in Pokemon Snap on N64, with the exception of the Rainbow Cloud stage. Those are just a few examples of a Pokemon that, honestly, the fans made famous, and we couldn't be more thankful for it.
19!
Maybe it's because we like chess. Maybe we think it looks cool. Hell, maybe it's because we like things that have blades for arms, or maybe even all of the above. Regardless, Bisharp is a Pokemon that really makes its presence known to us. It has a unique type combination that makes it pretty handy. Its names in all the different languages, well except French, sound really awesome. And it just looks cool. I mean, I would want a Pokemon that looks like that to have my back. It's totally rad.
18!
Rattata is on this list purely because it evokes one raw emotion. Fear. Focus Sash, Endeavor, Quick Attack, Rattata. For one of the first Pokemon you ever meet on your journey, Rattata is surprisingly useful. Wait, did I say useful? I meant annoyingly inconsistent. Any Pokemon that can simultaneously take down a legendary and lose to a Tyrogue deserves to be on this list for the sheer erraticism of it all.
17!
I'm a big Scyther fan. I mean, I said it earlier, we like things with blades for arms. So when even I say that Scizor is cooler, that's gotta mean something. Scizor is everything Scyther is, but better. It's faster, it's stronger, it's... redder? It's just a better all-around Pokemon. And because it's that much better, we love it that much more. The only downside? Quadruple damage to fire attacks. What a jip.
16!
Braviary is a majestic eagle with a design based on Native Americans. Braviary is both a symbol and a commentary of the United States rolled into one Pokemon. Braviary is one of the most recent Pokemon that had me say, "Whoa, I want that!" just from looking at it. And Pokemon with strong first impressions like Braviary are the ones we love keeping around for a long, long time.
15!
We love the Wingull family for reasons we can't explain. We should hate them. They're basically the Spearow and Fearow duplicates for Hoenn, only they're dual water flying type Pokemon, so they take 4 times damage from electric attacks. And they look funny. But that's the thing. They look so goofy that we can't help but find them a little charming. In their own gawky ways, the members of Wingull's evolutionary line make us almost as happy as Mr. Briny.
14!
Just gonna be honest here. We like Starmie because it looks like 2 starfish mating. Oh, Nintendo.
13!
Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are on this list purely because they're homage Pokemon. That is, they're acknowledgments of real-life martial artists in the form of Pokemon. Hitmonlee is a tribute to Bruce Lee, the man who paved the way for other Asian martial artists and movie stars to come to America and share their respective crafts. And Hitmonchan is a tribute to Jackie Chan, the man who brought up the high-octane stunts of Hong Kong cinema in the American market. On top of that, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan's Japanese names are tributes to two different martial artists, Sawamura Tadashi and Ebihara Hiroyuki.
12.
Togepi from the games is kinda cool, no doubt, but the best Togepi is, hands down, Misty's Togepi. This little troublemaker would use metronome to cause explosions when things got a little tense. This little Pokemon would walk off with a smile on its face and make Pikachu chase after it, often making poor Pikachu end up the worse for wear. This little Togepi gave us so many entertaining moments that we just had to put it on this list. Because let's face it, without this little Togepi, the show just wouldn't have been the same. And without this little Togepi, the show has never been the same since.
Recording of Bulbasaur's Bulbabash.
Alright, let's catch them all on the recap before we get to number 11. 20, Magikarp. 19, Bisharp. 18, Rattata. 17, Scizor. 16, Braviary. 15, Wingull and Pelipper. 14, Starmie. 13, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. And number 12, Misty's Togepi.
11.
When we think of Pokemon, one of the first things that comes to mind is Pokemon Evolution. It's a staple in the franchise that really keeps things fresh and interesting as the series rolls on. And if we're gonna talk about evolution, then that means this list has to include the Eevee family. Never, and I mean never ever, has there ever been a Pokemon as adaptable as Eevee. What starts out as your basic run-of-the-mill normal-type Pokemon quickly shows its true colors when under the right conditions. Need a fire type? Go with Flareon. Short on water types? Vaporeon's the way to go. Got an electric type yet? Better use Jolteon. And each new generation has us wondering how many more branches the Eevee evolutionary tree has, with Espeon and Umbreon added in Johto, Leafeon and Glaceon from Sinnoh, and Generation 6 is Sylveon ready and raring to go. But if you don't like any of those, then you can keep it as classic Eevee. That sounds pretty good to us. Just not quite good enough to crack our top 10. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and share the link with your friends. And tell us in the comments below what some of your favorite Pokemon are. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss our top 10 favorite Pokemon, or any other pieces of content that we upload, like the ones on screen right now. Why not click one? It couldn't hurt, right? Right?